Alright, I'm in the woods again today because I want to start winching those logs from down there up to where I am now using this forestry winch. So this is a Eder 1800 capstan forestry winch. I've also got my chainsaw because I'm going to need to cut the logs down a bit and prep them a bit more. The grey bag back there is the rope for the winch, and then there's rigging gear. So I'm going to get this set up and then we'll get going. There's our cat Inky down there. She was just underneath the trailer and she's having a little wander around down in the bit where we are winching from. Also just spotted my tire lever, my log lever, that red thing in the middle of the screen, so I'm going to need that. Okay, everything's set up for the moment. I won't really know if it's ideal until I get some tension in it, but got an anchor going off to a tree over there on a rope, so that's quite a long one, wasn't ideal, and then another one on the tree there, and that's going to get put the winch exactly where, well, hopefully where I need it, and then it'll go, the rope will go straight from the winch up to the pulley there, and then from the pulley down into that section there where the logs are. So the idea of the pulley is that it will give it a bit of lift up onto the bank here, because this is a sort of 20-foot drop here. You probably can't tell on the camera, but so I want the tension to come up a bit. So I've got the pulley as high up onto the tree as I could reach it. There's a bit of a drop there as well. So there's the winch up to the pulley, down to the logs. So the next thing I need to do is grab the saw. I need to head down there and make the logs a bit shorter, tidy them up a bit more. I need to kind of chamfer off the ends. Again, all of that is to sort of reduce the damage that the logs might do to the ground. I want to minimise that. I could easily haul those logs up, but there's young trees down there that I don't want to damage too much. And it's not that much extra work to just cut them down a bit shorter. So saw's ready. I'll be going down. Right, that's the first load of logs in this section cut up. I've chamfered the ends, taken off all the sort of knobbly bits and branches and obstructions like that. I've cut them all to 3 meters, which is double what I'm going to cut them to when I get them up the bank. So I'll cut them once they're up the bank. I'll cut them to 1.5 meters, which then gives me six firewood rounds. So, oh yeah, and the other thing I did was I lined a few of them up a little bit with where they're going, or when they're a bit more manoeuvrable, you can do that. So I haven't moved them much. I just kind of pulled them slightly in line again, trying to reduce the amount of damage. So back up the bank now, start winching. Okay, I'm back up again now. I should have taken the rope and chain down with me because I've got to go and hook up the logs. It means I've got to go down again. But that's okay because it's something I wanted to mention. I forgot to say. One of the reasons I'm using the pulley there rather than attaching the winch directly to that tree is that I want this area here behind me to kind of process the log as it comes up, so I can pull the log right up close to the winch, or reasonably close to the winch, and then cut it up and then pull up the next section. If the winch was in there, I wouldn't have enough space to do that. The chain and rope is there, so let's get back down. Easy log to begin with, this one right here. I've only got to haul that a couple of meters, well, I've only got to haul that a few meters to get it hooked up. I'll keep this as short as I can because I can get closer to the pulley. If I have a longer chain, then the log will be further back. Okay, and it's ready to haul back up. Alright, well that went pretty well. Got myself a couple of 1.5 meter logs. I do kind of feel like I want to move the pulley to a different position because it's coming up the side down there too close to that tree for my liking. But other than that, I think it was all good. Yeah, I'm going to reset the pulley and go and get the next log. Yeah, so that pulley position is a lot better there. Pulled up a few twigs and branches, so it's starting to clear a path. I think I'm going to get one more moderate log, maybe that one there, you probably can't see it, and then that'll be a full load. I'm going to take that out and take it out and unload it. Okay, that's a full load. I don't want to take much more than that because these logs are quite green. That's probably the largest one there. This is the narrow end, so that's kind of 9 or 10 inches at that end, so the other end's probably more like 12 inches, so that's the biggest log. This one here was pretty heavy, lifting that on. Right, let's take these out and unload them. Okay, I'm back, so that's one load extracted. It went really well, exactly like I wanted it. So I could pull the logs up to the pulley there and then cut them in the path here, load them onto the trailer. So I've got the trailer a bit closer this time. But because I was going up and down this slope so many times with the camera and stuff, that whole thing took a bit longer than I expected. So I'm going to have to call it a day for this video. But really happy with it all in all, so that's it for the moment. Thanks for watching, see you next time.